Hi, I'm Joe Freeman of the Oregonian. This is Mike Richmond of the Oregonian. We are bringing you yet another Trailblazers postgame video report.
Still only with one microphone.
Still only with one microphone. You probably didn't hear that because I didn't put it in front of his face. The Blazers defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 107-95 Tuesday night at the Moda Center. It was their fifth win in a row, ninth in the last 11 games. And as they say around this Blazers team over the years, they are red hot and rolling right now. It's gotten them solidified their hold on 8th place in the Western Conference standings. We've seen a very dynamic offense. We've seen, surprisingly, a lot of defense with this team. But one thing we have not seen, at least behind the scenes, is any further belief with this team. You would think that a season-best win streak, playing your best basketball, would create a sense of belief that we can do this, we can make the playoffs. But talking to the Blazers after tonight's game, they say they already believed. This just reinforced what they had been telling us. Specifically, if you ask CJ, it just gives us something to write about and talk about. But this is a very confident team right now. They're playing like they're confident, and right now they're playing really good basketball.
Yeah, they've beaten some bad teams, but you'd rather win the games against bad teams than be one of the bad teams, so I don't think you can nitpick too much. The big takeaways from this game, or maybe just sort of the big moments from this game, about 8 minutes left, 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Noah Vonleh went down with a left ankle sprain. Looked pretty bad at first. He immediately grabbed his leg and kind of headed, they called timeout right away to get him out of the game. He went into the locker room and couldn't really put a lot of weight on it, but afterwards he said just a little bit sore. X-rays came back negative, no breaks. He'll get a little bit of rehab tomorrow and maybe could be available Thursday. They'll kind of wait and see. With sprained ankles, you got to wait till the next day anyways. CJ McCollum, huge night, 30 points, carried the Blazers on a night where Damian Lillard didn't shoot very well. But they really won this game early in the fourth quarter thanks to Gerald Henderson. 13 of his 14 points came in the third quarter. He had first 6 shots, 2 dunks, a little floater, a transition three-pointer. That stretched about a 6-point game into a 15-point game like that, and the Blazers cruised from there.
Mike brought up that the Blazers are beating losing teams. In fact, 10 of their last, well, they've won 9 out of 11. So 8 of the 9 wins are against teams with losing records. Their only win against a winning team was against the Thunder. But good teams beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And that's one takeaway from this. You can either say the Blazers are beating up on inferior opponents or they're taking care of business. Obviously, inside the locker room, they're going with the latter there. And talking to Damian Lillard about that after the game, he said, who are we to say that we're supposed to beat anybody? I mean, this is a team that was predicted to be the second worst team in the NBA going into the season. So it does show a lot of their growth. And that was one thing CJ McCollum pointed to is beating the teams they're supposed to be beating, taking care of business, shows a lot of maturity for this team. Now, things get a lot more difficult moving forward. We've got Toronto coming in here on Thursday. Very difficult and important 2-game trip at Houston and at Memphis, and then another tough game heading into the All-Star break. So it doesn't get any easier for these Blazers, but 5 in a row right now, 8th place in the West. We'll talk to you on Thursday.